Daniel Perot joining us now live from one of the floodgates in Marble Falls. Tell us what you're seeing out there at this hour, Daniel.
Mark, they opened up the floodgates just about 30 minutes ago. You can see behind me water now racing through the dam. We have 2 of the 10 floodgates open here already. We have started to see the water levels and the flow increase substantially in the last 30 minutes. The LCRA trying to get the deluge of water that has fallen over the past couple of days from the Llano and Penedales rivers down into Lake Travis, which the LCRA says does have room to spare, but as Hunter said, it is expected to fill up. There is a flood pool there if they do need to use it. And to show you just how much faster the water has gotten in the last 30 minutes, if you look across the way, there are some trees and rocks that just a couple minutes ago were fully above water. Now they have been totally submerged as this water continues to race downstream. But the concern, not necessarily what's happening here, but it is certainly what's happening out west, with parts of this state receiving well more than 20 inches of rain. Uvalde, Johnson City, the main areas of concern, according to Governor Greg Abbott, over the next few hours. State leaders saying that in some places 10 to 15 more inches of rain are possible. The governor saying that search and rescue operations are ongoing in different parts of the state, confirming that 2 people have died so far from this flooding. The governor saying that many people have been rescued. They were trapped by the floodwaters in their homes or their cars. The governor says that the state is providing all available resources to take care of those who are rescued. He also said this morning that he's planning in the next day or so to try to get out around the state and go to all these flood-ravaged areas to be able to see the flooding and the damage for himself. Live in Marble Falls, Daniel Perot, KVUE News.
Daniel, thank you for the update from where you are. Chief Meteorologist Hunter Williams joining us again. And Hunter, we're talking about flash flooding all day. That can happen everywhere, but it's especially dangerous near our rivers. So what have you been tracking? What are you seeing at this hour?
Well, we've been tracking all those floodwaters going through the local creeks, streams, and rivers. And now, as Daniel showed you, working through the Highland Lake chain. So you saw behind him there at Starcke Dam, looked like 2 floodgates were open. Each of those floodgates can pass about 10,000 cubic feet per second of water, so combined about 20,000. In addition, they, I'm assuming, have the hydroelectric generation going on as well. That could pass about another 10,000, so that could be about 30,000 cubic feet per second of water being passed downstream right now. And that's actually what we're watching here on the LCRA side. So you just saw a live video. That's going to be a little bit more latent than some of this data, but you can see in the lead up to the floodwaters moving in, they discharge some of the water to create a little bit of space there in Lake LBJ, which is a constant level lake. They don't use that to store any of the water here. Here's a look at Starcke Dam. So this is for Lake Marble Falls, where they also cleared a little bit of space, but you can see as they opened up the gate upstream, now the water's starting to recover. They will discharge that water down to Lake Travis, where the official forecast now, you can take a closer look at this. Lake level forecast, this is pretty big. The level of Lake Travis is expected to rise to a range of 680 to 681 over the next several days. 681 is 100% capacity for Lake Travis. Now, an important note, and Daniel talked about this too, Lake Travis, it is designed for things like this. They made it especially for these type of situations. So even once it gets to 100% full, there's another 33-foot floodplain. So there is room in Lake Travis for this water, which is moving in right now. The other big thing that we've been watching, of course, is the Pedernales River. So we've got water starting to work in from the Llano River. The Pedernales River will dump directly into Lake Travis as well, and it looks like it is crested, and that happened at just under 25 feet mark in major flood stage. We're going to have a lot more on this evolving river flooding situation. The main takeaway right now, the Pedernales River, obviously very dangerous right now. Nobody needs to be in any of those low-lying spots near the river.
And this is changing by the hour, so it's important to continue checking in.